Hello guys, good morning. Welcome to the session today. Hope you all can hear me. Can you guys confirm once? Am I audible? Everyone.
Yes, you are.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Okay, great. Thanks for confirming. I hope you guys are able to hear me and see my screen clearly. Thanks for joining today. Today is going to be our very first demo for data engineering with Google Cloud Platform. All right, so today is the very first demo, guys, for the data engineering with Google Cloud Platform. In this demo session, we are going to talk about the main two or four topics. The very first thing is what is data engineering, and in the second one, I'll talk about the what is Google Cloud Platform, and we will have a discussion on a detailed course curriculum. What are the topics that we are going to cover as a part of this session? And we will also talk about the course details. So these are the four topics that we are going to talk about it as a part of the demo session today. Okay, I hope you guys are able to hear me clearly and see my screen clearly. If you guys are facing any issues with the audio or the screen, please let me know, guys. All right, yes. So first thing, we will be starting with what is data engineering. Then we will talk about the Google Cloud Platform. On a high level, I'll tell you both of these things, guys, because you are planning to become a GCP data engineer. We must know what is data engineering. We must know what is this Google Cloud Platform also. Then we will see the detailed course curriculum. And then we will talk about the course details. I'm telling you once or twice, do not ask the questions related to the next topics. Okay, so I will give you the time whenever I have completed a small topic also. If you guys have any questions, you stick to the topic. Please ask me the questions related to that. And any questions you will be having it, we will see at the end. And some of you may have a plenty of the questions related to the course, like how would I get a job from the course? Sir, I am learning this course. Will I be able to get the job or not? What about my current experience? How to manage my current experience? And I don't know the cloud at all, sir. Will I be able to learn it or not? So will be able to get the job, and will I be able to learn the course or not? And does it make sense to my profile? So you may be having plenty of the questions like this one, right? So don't worry about these things. I will try to answer it all of these things by the end of the session. Okay, these are the questions you may be having it by the end of the sessions. I'm going to answer each and every question, guys. Don't worry about that. Okay, yes. And before we start with what is data engineering, because there are plenty of opportunities for the GCP data engineers, guys. Even in the this dry period also, even in the December also, people are getting good number of calls. Usually November, December, January is usually called as a dry period. We don't get much calls for any technology. But for GCP data engineers, we are seeing that people are getting the calls still because there's a very good demand for GCP data engineers. Okay, so now first let me gonna tell you guys about myself. Sir, my name is Sheikh Saidhul. I'm currently working as a solution architect with Quantech. I'm also a consultant at Databricks. Coming to my education, I have completed my master's degree from NIT Trichy, National Institute of Technology, Tiruchirappalli. I have completed my, oh sorry, I do have more than 8 years of experience into the data and AI field. I've done many certifications in the GCP, Azure, AWS, Databricks, Python, Terraform, many certifications that I have. Okay, so this is on a high level about myself, guys. Just remember me as a Sheikh Saidul. So this is all about me. I'm coming to my training experience for just especially on the GCP data engineering. From last 3 years, I've been teaching the GCP data engineering. From last 3 years onwards, I've been teaching the GCP data engineering. More than 70 plus batches we have ran. More than 3,000 plus students I have trained. I'm also a corporate trainer. I'll be providing the corporate trainings for the Cognizant, Delight, and multiple companies as well. All right. So this is all about me, guys. So now we will start our very first topic, that is what is data engineering. So I want you guys to think about it and tell me what is mean by data engineering. What do you guys know about data engineering? Any answers? Anyone? Okay, perfect. Yeah, that's a good answer. Meaningful data, organizing the data. Yes. Any other answers, guys? I see some of the answers in the chat box also. What is data engineering, guys? Mm-hmm. Correct. Exactly. Very good answer. That's a very good answer. So this is going. Yes, exactly. Very good answer. Yes. Okay, some of the people pinging in the chat box, guys, those are correct answers only. So, what is data engineering? Some people know it, some people don't know it. Let me gonna tell you guys in a simple words. Sir, we get a data from the multiple data sources, right? So, for example, look at an application. Sir, how an application gets the data, sir? See, look at your daily routine, right? So you go to the Amazon or a Flipkart for placing an order, or you go to the Uber or Zomato, or right, so you wanted to purchase one kind of a product, or you wanted to travel from one location to another location, or you wanted to order a breakfast or dinner, right? So you go to these applications, you try to place an order. The moment you try to interact with an application, that's where the data is getting generated. So the moment you interact with an application, the moment people's interacting with an application, so that's where the data is getting generated. So you have a data that is coming from some application. So usually the data is stored in the form of a file format: CSV file, Excel file, flat files, JSON files, Parquet files, right? So sometimes the data is stored in the form of a file format, right? Some companies usually stores the data in the form of a database, tables, views, functions, all of those things will comes into the picture, isn't it? So you have a data that is stored in the form of a database, such as MySQL database or a SQL Server database, right? So that's how. And sometimes the data is also stored in the form of a IoT devices, like sensor devices. So the data is coming from these multiple data sources. So these are all called as a data sources. So you have a plenty of the data that is coming from the multiple data sources. This is a data set. Sir, what do we do with this data? If you ask me, what a business manager is says that if you try to understand this data, if you try to analyze this data, this will give you some kind of a insights for you to improve the business. If you try to analyze this data, this will give you some kind of a information or a insight. We call it as insight or a information. These insights are very useful for the business improvement. These insights are very useful for the business improvement. So this is what is the end goal for every company. So what is the end goal for every company? What a company's main goal, guys? If you ask me, every company wanted to grow. They wanted to improve their business. They wanted to increase the customer sales. They wanted to increase the customer behavior. They wanted to improve the customer behavior, right? So to do that, they need to get some kind of a insight. So you have a data, your business may have a data that is coming from multiple data sources. If you try to analyze the data, which will give you some kind of a insight, and these insights are very useful for your business improvement. Right. So this is what is data engineering is. You eventually wanted to generate the insights. You wanted to generate the insights so that the business will take these insights and follow these insights to improve the business. So such kind of things nowadays you are seeing it, like Flipkart Big Billion Days, Amazon Live Sales, and like These are all the sales, right? So why they are putting such a kind of a sales, or if you ask me, they wanted to attract the more number of people so that they can get more number of sales. So that's the main idea behind this. Okay, so how do they get such a kind of a details case? In which month they have to put such a kind of a things is that, so they will get only because of the data analysis. When they try to analyze the data, they will get some kind of a insight. If you put a big billion days, or if you put some kind of Amazon live sales on this particular day, they will get the sales properly. So what is data engineering, sir? If you ask me, data engineering is mainly useful to get some kind of insights to improve the business. But, sir, how do we actually say in a proper definition point of view? So, you have a multiple data sources. Sir, if I wanted to analyze the data, can I directly go for the analysis? No. You cannot directly go for the analysis. You have to first store the data into one single layer. You have to extract this entire data from the multiple data sources, and you have to store it here in a single location. If I wanted to analyze the data, first you need to have a data in a single location. So we extract the data from these multiple data sources like application, because this application may be running in separate servers. This data is coming from different locations. These databases are running in different servers, right? So what you have to do, you have to extract the data from these multiple data sources, and you have to store it into a single layer. You have to store it into a single layer. That's called as a data lake, everyone. In the data lake, we are going to store the data in the form of raw format. You are going to store the data in the form of a raw format, everyone. Now tell me, now we have the data in a single location, which is in the raw format. Can we go for the analysis? Can anyone comment on it? Can we go for the analysis now? Any? Why not? Yes. Sir, as it is a raw data, I cannot directly go for the analysis. Right, sir. As it is raw data, sir. As it is a raw data, I cannot directly go for the analysis because raw data may have a plenty of the problems such as duplicates. It may have a null values. Sir, it may have a bad records. Sir, it may have a unnecessary data. It may have a different format. So I cannot directly go for the analysis, guys, because this raw data, because this is directly coming from your data sources. This data is directly coming from data sources. We cannot directly go for the analysis because we have to handle the duplicates, null values, bad records, unnecessary information, and the format of the data also we have to fix. So that is the reason once you store the data into a single location, we go for processing the data. We go for what, sir? We go for data processing. Nothing but we are going to clean the data. We are going to process the data. Nothing but cleaning the data. Nothing but value addition process. Nothing but you are going to prepare the data for the analysis. You can call anything: data processing, data cleaning, data cleansing, data value addition process, are preparing the data for the analysis. What you are going to do, you are going to remove all of these problems here. You are going to remove all of these problems here. All the problems you are going to handle it here in the data processing with the help of the different data frameworks available in the market, right? Multiple data frameworks available in the market. You are going to use them and you are going to process the data here. Once the data is processed, so this is where we are going to do the analysis. The next step is analyzing the data. Next step is what, sir? If you ask me, sir, next step is analyzing the data. So you are going to do the data analysis in the data warehouses using a simple language called SQL. You are going to create data analysis reports with the help of the SQL language in the data warehouse. Okay, so we are going to do the analysis and we create the analysis tables here. Okay, according to the company's requirement, you are going to do the analysis. There, what is meant by analysis, sir? Analysis is nothing but you wanted to find out the sales forecast, or you wanted to find out the sales trend from last year to this year, or you wanted to find out the top sold product in the last month, right? You wanted to find out these many different requirements. So according to your analysis requirements, you are going to create a table using the SQL, and those tables are stored in the data warehouse. And now you have extracted the data, store the data, process the data, analyze the data, and finally you can send this reports to the BI for creating some kind of a reports or dashboards. Or you can send this data to the ML for creating some kind of a ML model. Or you can send this data to the data science for finding out the future trends. Or you can send these tables to the business group for directly utilizing this data for the business improvement purpose. Okay, so this is your downstream, right? So what you're trying to do, you're extracting, storing, processing, analyzing, and sending this data to the downstream for the usage purpose, right? Maybe they can create these dashboards or reports, or they can create a ML models out of it, or they can find out the future trends using the data science, or they can directly utilize this data for the business improvement. So this is what is data engineering, guys. Okay, and one more important aspect of data engineering is that data governance and monitoring also. While the data is moving from here to here to here, you have to take care of that proper access control. You have to take care of the data accuracy, data completeness, and data monitoring also. Okay, monitoring is nothing but, so you don't want it to manage these things manually. You wanted to create an end-to-end pipeline. The arrow marks, whatever you see here, the arrow marks are indicating that this is a pipeline, because you are not going to do the things manually. You are going to automate it so that every day it will run on a scheduled fashion. So this is what is data engineering on a high level, guys. Right, so you have a data sources, you store the data, process the data, analyze the data, and use the data for the visualizing and dashboarding. While you're doing so, you will also take care of the data access control, data accuracy, data quality, data monitoring. So this is data engineering on a high level, guys. Theoretically, if you guys wanted to see as a definition point of view, the same thing. So data engineering is a process of collecting the data, organizing the data, preparing the large amounts of the data so that it can be easily used and analyzed. The same thing I have told you. While you're doing so, you may have to build the systems and infrastructure, right? So while you're doing so, you may have to build the systems and infrastructure that allows the entire process to be done automatically and efficiently, because this can be nothing but pipelines. You're going to create a pipelines which will extract the data, organize the data, prepare the data for the analysis automatically, so we don't have to do anything manually. So you build the system, you manually run the run the pipeline, you test your pipelines, you deploy it so that it will be running automatically on a daily at a scheduled point of time. So this is data engineering, everyone. Okay, so it is a process of collecting, organizing, preparing large amounts of the data so that it can be easily used and analyzed. So that it can be easily used and analyzed. I hope you guys are getting that point. And one more thing, sir, what a data engineer do on a daily basis? The role of a data engineer in the companies. What a data engineer do on a daily basis, sir? If you ask me, a data engineer work on data ingestion. A data engineer may work on the data storage and management. Who is that? Guys, do not talk in between. Do not talk in between. I'll give you the time. Right. Okay, so look at here, guys. So a data engineer may work on data ingestion. A data engineer may work on data storage and management. A data engineer may work on data processing. He will work on the data quality and governance. He will work on the data pipeline creations, performance optimization, monitoring and maintenance. On a daily basis, multiple data engineers may work on multiple activities like this. Okay, if you look at a one single data engineering project, so multiple data engineers, so two data engineers may work on this area, one data engineer may work on this area, one data engineer may work on this area, one data engineer. So on a single data project, if you take it, so multiple people will be working on different activities here. They will be working on different activities. So that is the reason you do not know which area you are going to get work on. So that's the reason we are going to cover each and everything in our upcoming sessions in a very detailed way. We will focus on all of these areas: data ingestion, data storage and management, data processing, data quality and governance, data pipeline creations, performance optimization, monitoring and maintenance. All of these areas we are going to see. Don't worry if you don't understand what is mean by performance optimization or what is mean by data quality and governance, but in our upcoming sessions we take each and every area. We are going to work on it. We are going to create a pipeline for it. We are going to understand each and everything so that you will get a very good confidence on it. Okay, so this is what is I wanted to tell you guys on a high level. What is data engineering and what is the role of a data engineer in the companies? What is the role of a data engineer in the companies? Now, if anyone have any questions on what is data engineering, sticking to the topic, if you have any questions on what is data engineering, please raise your hand. Do not ask any question related to the any of the other topics like Google Cloud Platform. I'm going to tell you next. Course curriculum, I'm going to tell you next to that also. So don't worry about course curriculum, what are topics that we are going to cover. I'm going to tell you in next few minutes. But if you have any questions on what is data engineering, please raise your hand. Okay, please raise your hand if anyone have any questions on what is data engineering. You have a hand raise option is also there in your, uh, right? So you can just click on hand raise option. Yes, Bhushan, you have any question? ETL data engineer is a subset of a data engineering. Yes, I would say that. Exactly. So earlier, SQL developers, ETL developers, right? So they were working on, these kind of an activities. But now data engineering is not just ETL development. It is more than that. Yes, it's a subset. I can say yes. Yes, very good. Mhm. So, what is the difference between the data science and the data engineering? Very good question. So, data engineering is your foundation. Okay, data engineering is your foundation where you are actually working on scratch, getting the data, storing the data, processing the data, analyzing the data. Once your data is actually prepared, then you can utilize it. So these are utilization. Okay, these are your users. These are your utilization users. Okay, so where they can use your data for their own requirement. See, for example, BI, they can create dashboard or report, or ML for creating a ML model, data science for finding the future trends. So these are utilization, but you need to have a foundation. The foundation is that you extract the data here. You create the pipelines, end-to-end pipelines, which will store the data, process the data, analyze the data, data governance and monitoring. So without actual your data is cleaned, without your data is properly analyzed, without your data is properly stored or governed or accessed, you cannot actually go for the, you cannot send your data for the to your downstream, such as your users team, such as DS or ML team or BI. That means you are mainly supporting them, you can say. Okay, yes. All right. So yes, Francisco, you have any question? Hmm. Exactly. Equivalent of staging. So guys, so when you look at a data lake, it is more most of a staging area in earlier you might have seen when you are working on ETL kind of a thing, right? So you will see a data lake is like a staging kind of an area. Yes, we would say that. Yes. All right. Yes. Right. So now you guys got some idea about what is data engineering and what a data engineer do on a daily basis, right? So this is something that very much important for you because you're planning to become a data engineer. So the next thing is that what is Google Cloud Platform? Okay, so now let us try to understand what is Google Cloud Platform. For that, let me gonna go to my paint and then let me try to explain it here. So let me ask you this question. What are the cloud platforms available in the market? What are the cloud platforms available in the market, guys? Tell me. Okay, AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, Amazon is nothing but AWS. IBM, right? So IBM, Oracle, I see in the chat box people are putting it. Yes, very good. Right? So yes. So I think most of these things are here. Yes. AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, IBM, Oracle. Sir, these are multiple cloud providers available in the market. Do you guys agree? These are multiple cloud providers available in the market. Sir, you say cloud providers, sir. What they provide us, sir? Tell me, guys. What cloud providers provides us? What they provide us? Anyone? Okay. Services. Okay. What kind of a services? Okay. Very good. Sir, there are multiple cloud providers available in the market, such as AWS, Azure, GCP, Alibaba, IBM, Oracle. So these are the multiple cloud providers available in the market. Sir, what they provide us, sir, if you ask me, they provide you the cloud computing services. They provide you the cloud computing services. Yes, services. Right, sir. They provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations. They provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations. They provide you the cloud computing services for the organization. What organizations can do with help of these services, sir? Can anyone tell me? Sir, by utilizing these services, you don't have to build anything from the scratch. We don't have to build anything from the scratch. Okay, maybe let me give you a simple example. Just tell me you do not have any cloud platform available in the market. Assume that no cloud. Assume that no cloud. You have a one of the client. The client is asking you that he will give you some 100 terabytes of the data and is asking you to store it. Tell me, how do you store it? So you have a simple client. He is asking you to store some 100 terabytes of the data. Tell me, guys, how do you store it? No cloud. We do not have any cloud platforms. Correct. So you have to go for traditional data centers, isn't it, sir? I have to because, sir, I do not have a cloud platform. So I have, if I wanted to store the data, first I need to go for on-premises or traditional systems. 100 terabytes of the data cannot be able to store it in a single machine, isn't it? So you have to go for on-premises methodology or traditional. We call it as a traditional method. So in a traditional method, can you guys tell me what are the steps that we have to follow to store this data first? First, we have to purchase the hardware. Yes or no? Then we have to, install all the operating system and libraries on top of these things. And we have to create a server or create a server out of it. Create a server. And then we have to assign the storage and configure the backups. and then we have to take care of the networking. We have to take care of the monitoring and maintenance. So many things. I'm just skipping some of the things here, but just wanted to tell you. So if you guys wanted to store some 100 terabytes of the data, you do not have anything readily available. You do not have anything readily available. So what you have to do, you have to work from the scratch. That means you have to purchase the hardware, deliver it to your data center, create a server out of it, install the operating systems, libraries, assigning the storage, configuring the backups, networking, maintenance. Once everything is ready as per the standard, once everything is ready as per the standard, what you guys can do? Once everything is ready as per the standard, then we can go ahead and store this 100 terabytes of the data. Right? Then we can go ahead and try to store this 100 terabytes of the data here. So this is what is the thing. Tell me how much time this will take, how much effort it will take, how much money it will take when you are working in the traditional method. Okay, so it will take a lot of time. Guys, 1 minute. Give me 1 minute, please. 1 minute, guys. Hey, sorry guys. Let me gonna just start it here. So I forgot I tried to delete it. Sorry for that. Yeah. So let me gonna start, guys. So tell me what are the cloud platforms available in the market? Can you guys tell me what are the cloud platforms available in the market? Sir, we have a AWS, we have a GCP, we have a Azure. So I forgot that, guys. I tried to delete it. I don't know why. But yeah. So we have AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba. That's fine. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Let me just start it from here. No problem. Yeah. So look at here, guys. So we have a multiple cloud providers available in the market, such as AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, and Oracle. So these are all multiple cloud providers. So these are all multiple cloud providers. What the cloud providers provides us, sir? Can anyone tell me what the cloud providers provides us? The cloud providers provide you the cloud computing services, isn't it? So they provide you cloud computing services. Sir, what is the advantage of these services? Can anyone tell me? Right? To do this one, let me tell you a simple example for this one. Let me tell you a simple example. Assume that you have a client, and the client wanted to give you some 100 terabytes of the data, and is asking you to store this data. Right? Assume that you have a client, and the client is asking you to store some 100 terabytes of the data. So if you do not have a cloud platform, sir, how do you store it? If you do not have a cloud platforms, how do you store it? Sir, if I don't have a cloud platforms, we have to work in the traditional method. Right, sir? We have to work in the traditional method. In a traditional method, if you look at a traditional method, you have to first purchase all the hardware. You have to install or create a server out of it. You have to install all the operating system and libraries that are required, and you have to configure the backups and assign the storages, and you have to take care of the monitoring and maintenance, networking, and the monitoring. So when you are working on a cloud platforms, you don't have to take care of all of these things. But when you are working on a traditional method, sir, when you are working on a traditional method, what is going to happen, sir? Right? So you have to do everything on your own, like purchasing the hardware, server, installing the operating system, libraries, assigning the storage. So for doing all of these things, it will take a lot of time, lot of money, and lot of effort, because it is not that one person can do all of these activities. Multiple people will be involving on a multiple different tasks. There's a lot of effort is required, and we have to spend a lot of money purchasing all of these things, delivering it to the delivering it to the data centers, and working on these different activities. Right? So once everything is ready as per the standard, then only we can go ahead and store this data. Once everything is ready as per the standard, then only we can go ahead and store this data. Right? Now this will take a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money. Right? So when you're working in the traditional method, this will take a lot of time, lot of effort, lot of money. Now tell me, guys, if you work in the cloud platforms, what we have to do? The alternate method is that, sir, we have nowadays cloud platforms. Cloud. Now if I go to the cloud platform, what we have to do, guys? So when you're working in the cloud platforms, cloud providers provide you the cloud computing services. So we have to first create our account, create account in the cloud. Once the account is created, we have to find a suitable cloud computing service. We have to find a suitable cloud computing service. CC, as I'm mentioning, cloud computing service. What we have to do, sir? Once your account is created in the cloud, you have to find a suitable cloud computing service, and then we can directly go ahead and store this data. So this much it is easy. So when you are working in the cloud platforms, you don't have to do anything. You have to create an account. You have to find a suitable service. Where we are going to pay the money, sir? The money will be debited from your account or a billing account based on the usage. So it is pay as you go model. When you are working in the cloud platform, it is pay as you go model. So you have to create an account, find a suitable service, start working on it, start storing it. Right? So once you store the data according to your usage, the cost will be occurred, right? Incurred. So this is how. So when you are working in the cloud platforms, you have to do, sorry, when you are working in the traditional method, you have to do all of these things on your own. But when you're working in the cloud platforms, it will ease your effort. You don't have to do anything, because you have a cloud providers available in the market, readily available services. You have a cloud providers available in the market. Okay, so you have a multiple cloud providers available in the market, such as AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, Oracle, and IBM also. So these are the multiple cloud providers available in the market. They provide you the cloud computing services. They provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations. For what, sir? For the organizations. So that what organizations can do, sir? So organizations can make use of these services. Organizations can make use of these services to fulfill their project requirement. They can make use of these services to fulfill their project requirement, maybe for storing the data, maybe for data ingestion or data storage, data processing, data analysis, data governance, data monitoring, and all of these activities, right? So if you guys as a data engineer, if you guys wanted to work on any of these activities, you don't have to create everything on your own. You have a readily available compute services are there. So for data ingestion, you have a separate service available. For data storage, you have a separate service. For a data processing, you have a separate service. For analysis, you have a separate service. For governance also. So what cloud providers doing here for us is that they provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations, so that these organizations can benefit from these services. Right, so they can use these services for build the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud platform. Okay, so this is what is one of such a cloud platform is what, sir? If you ask me, one of such a cloud platform is a Google cloud platform. One of such a cloud platform is what, sir? One of such cloud platform is a Google cloud platforms, everyone. What is GCP? Sir, Google cloud platform is one of the leading cloud provider. What is Google cloud platform, sir? Google cloud platform is one of the leading cloud provider which provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations for storing the data, processing the data, analyzing the data, or visualizing the data. In a simple words, for building an application, deploying the application, and scaling the applications and services in the cloud. So this is what is GCP. If you ask me what is AWS also, I will say the same thing. If you ask me what is Azure also, I will say the same thing, because if you go to a supermarket, right, so you will find multiple varieties of the chocolate brands. You have a Milky Bar, you have a Kit Kat, you have a Dairy Milk, you have a different chocolates, right? So the purpose of each chocolate is same thing, to serve you. The same thing here also, there are multiple cloud providers available in the market, such as AWS, GCP, Azure, Alibaba, Oracle, and IBM. All these are cloud providers available in the market. They provide you the cloud computing services for the organizations, so that one can ingest the data, store the data, process the data, analyze the data, and visualize the data. Okay, maybe I'll show you in the definition point of view, guys. Sir, what is Google Cloud Platform, sir? If you ask me, sir, Google Cloud Platform is simply a leading cloud provider. Google Cloud Platform is a leading cloud provider, sir, that offers range of products and solutions to organizations to build the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud. Okay, so Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which offers a range of products and solutions to help the organizations to build the application, to deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud. And these services are highly reliable and secure and scalable. And it is working in multiple data centers throughout the world. So even you have a data centers in the India also, we have a data centers in Mumbai, and we have a data center in Delhi also. So that's what it is. Sir, what are the services it is offering, sir? Can you tell me? If you ask me, sir, it is offering you multiple services. This is what is a GCP service portfolio. Here you can see it is offering you compute services. It is offering you security, identity and security services. It is offer you management tools, networking services, big data services, storage and database services, and machine learning services. Google Cloud Platform is one of the leading cloud provider which offers you a plenty of products and services. So these are those. These are the services it is offering you. Even more are there. Even more are there. I'll show you how the Google Cloud Platform looks like. Maybe if you wanted to see. But in our upcoming sessions, I will tell you in the next session, or after that, I'll tell you how to create a free tier account. If you go to the Google Cloud Platform account, so if you click on this all products, solutions, all products, you will see plenty of the products here. So it is not one. So if you look at here, you can see more than 4,500 products in the marketplace. So this is what it is. You have a management services, compute services, storage services, analytics services, networking services. So plenty of these services, cloud, serverless services, database services. So plenty of the services it is offering you guys. So organizations can make use of these services to build the application, deploy the application, and scale the applications and services in the cloud. And these services are highly reliable, secure, and scalable also. Okay, so this is what is about Google Cloud Platform, guys. And why we learn the Google Cloud platforms are when you have already the AWS and Azure cloud platforms are already there. So why we have to learn sir Google Cloud platform? If you ask me, if you compare the Google Cloud platform with other cloud platform, the cost effective nature is there. So first, Google is having a very good community support. We all know about it. Google having a very good community support. The second thing is that sir cost effective nature. Compared to the other cloud platform, the service cost is very less in the Google Cloud platform. So that's the reason most of the companies are started using the Google Cloud platform because of this reason only. Right? Because of the cost effective nature. Plenty of the companies started using the Google Cloud platform because of this one only. So that's the reason plenty of opportunities are there in the market. And these services are flexible, scalable, and reliable and secure, and it is offering you fully managed services and serverless services also. The interface is very simple and fast, right sir? So most of the companies have started using the Google Cloud platform because of these many reasons, right? So it has a very good community support, cost effective nature, flexible services, scalable services, reliable services, secure services, providing you the services as fully managed and serverless services, and the interface is very simple and easy to use. Okay, so that's one. And you can also see the growth market for the growth rate for the Google Cloud platform for other cloud platforms. So the companies last year to this year, the companies last quarter to this quarter, the companies are using the Google Cloud platform more than AWS and Azure. So 54% of GCP, then Azure and AWS. Okay, so this is something that you can see plenty of the companies are started using the Google Cloud platform, guys. I'm telling you that is the reason very good demand is there, but very less manpower is available. Because when you look at AWS and Azure, plenty of the people learn AWS and Azure. A lot of people learn AWS and Azure, and they go for the interviews and they don't get the job because there's a huge competition. There's a huge competition, so that's the reason they may not be able to get the job. But when you go to the GCP, for a GCP, the manpower is very less. People usually going for AWS and Azure, they don't get the job. But if you actually learn the GCP properly, I'm telling you, getting the job becomes very easy. The competition is very less compared to the AWS and Azure. So that's something that I could say. And yeah, so now that we have seen what is Google Cloud Platform also, if anyone have any questions, please raise your hand, guys. If anyone have any question, please raise your hand, please. Anyone have any question on Google Cloud Platform, please raise your hand. Put a question in the chat box also, guys. If you are not able to speak up, you can put a question in the chat box also. What is mean by scalable and reliable? Scalable is nothing but scalable, scaling up and down as per the demand. So I wanted to store 100 GB of the data, tomorrow 200 GB of the data. Your storage, your service will be able to withstand, can able to store any amount of data. So it can scale up and down as per the demand. Reliable means trustworthy. Reliability means trustworthy. Yeah. That's what I've just told you, right? Because of the cost effective nature. So for a companies, it is cost effective nature. You get all the things with a less cost. That is one thing. For us, what is the advantage, sir? The competition is very less getting the job. Right. Yes, Francisco, you have any question? Yes, very good question. Yes. When you ask me this question, I would say that, sir, when you learn one cloud platform and working on other cloud platform is mostly it becomes very simple, right? So I would say, sir, if you learn Google Cloud Platform, sir, will I be able to work in the AWS and Azure? Mostly you should be able to. Okay, because the nomenclature is different, but rest of all the things are same. Okay, the way that the service works, the way that you have to work on that particular service is mostly same, but the nomenclature, how the interface is going to be different, but rest of all the things are same. So that's the reason when I'm working, when I'm trying to teach you one of the service, what I would like to do is that I'm going to tell you what are the competitor services in the other cloud platforms also, so that it makes easy for you to understand other cloud platforms as well. Yes. Yeah, sure. Right, so it is a data migration, right? So Snowflake to, so the question I see is that, sir, Snowflake to the other cloud platform, when you are. Hey, sorry guys, my internet was off for some time. I'm really sorry for that. Let me share my screen. I was talking about something and in between the internet was off. Not sure. Someone turned it off or I don't know. Okay, let me. I was talking about this one, right? So when you are having your data in Snowflake or any other Teradata, right? So usually what happens, you have to follow some methodology to migrate it to your cloud platforms. So one of such example we are actually seeing as a database migration project. You will understand it there, I would say. Okay. Yes. Okay, so now that you guys have some idea about what is Google Cloud Platform and what are the benefits of using the Google Cloud Platform, now that you guys know. So let me gonna tell you the detailed course curriculum, guys, so that you can understand what are the topics that we are going to cover as a part of this session. Okay, so first thing is that as a part of this session, let me gonna just go to my this thing. I'll tell you, I already have an image. I'll show you guys. Yep. So let me gonna put a image here, guys, so that you can understand it easily. Everything, each and every topic which we are going to cover, I'm gonna put it here. Yes. So this one, guys. So this is going to be our detailed course curriculum for GCP. Okay, the very first thing I wanted to tell you, the prerequisite for the course is Google Cloud Platform. For this one, you have a prerequisite, that is SQL. The prerequisite for this course is SQL, guys. We are expecting a basic knowledge on the Cloud SQL language. We're expecting a basic knowledge on the SQL. Okay, you don't have to learn all the things. If you know a basic knowledge on the SQL, that is the prerequisite for the course. Rest of all the things will be covered in the course itself. Don't worry about it. And coming to our course curriculum, what are the topics that we are going to cover, sir? If you ask me, we will be starting our course with the cloud basics. we will be starting our course with the cloud basics, everyone. In this one, I am going to talk about the very first thing, that is Google Cloud introduction, GCP interfaces, console walkthrough. In a console walkthrough, I'm going to tell you how to create a free tier account in the Google Cloud platform and GCP locations and IMN admin. So these basics, these cloud basics are common throughout all the cloud platforms. If you learn the cloud basics here, when you're working in the AWS and Azure also, the cloud basics are going to be pretty much similar. Okay, so we will be starting our course with the cloud basics. We will be seeing at GCP introduction, GCP interfaces, and GCP console walkthrough, and GCP locations and IAM and admin. And once the cloud basics are completed, then we will be jumping on to the programming. In the programming, we will first start with the Linux basics. So for a data engineers, basic knowledge on the Linux is very much important. Then we will talk about a Python for data engineers also, and we will also talk about the PySpark in detail, Apache Beam in detail. Okay, so we are going to cover the programming where we will learn about the Linux, Python for data engineers, PySpark, and Apache Beam. Once these two topics, these two modules are completed, then we will go to the GCP Data Engineering Services. In a GCP Data Engineering Services, we will be covering cloud storage, the very first service, Cloud SQL, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, PubSub, Airflow or Composer, both are same, Cloud Functions, Databricks. Okay, so these are the data engineering services where everyone must learn each and every topic. Okay, while we are covering these things, so you will be seeing that for Cloud SQL, sorry, are you guys able to hear me clearly? Is my voice is breaking? Okay, please, for those people who are facing an issue with my audio, please rejoin. Please rejoin, guys. Yes. Now look at here, guys. So data prep is not important. Most of the companies does not use it. So all the companies which are using it for getting the job, so we are focusing on those things. Yeah. Now look at here, guys. We will be covering the cloud storage, Cloud SQL, BigQuery, Dataproc, Dataflow, PubSub, Cloud Composer, Cloud Functions, Databricks. Every project you take a GCP data engineering, these services will be covered, used. Or these services are very much important in those projects. And while we are covering these things, for example, if I look at a Cloud SQL, right? If I look at a Cloud SQL, so we will have a database migration project in the Cloud SQL. When we are covering the BigQuery, we will be having two case studies in the BigQuery, two analysis case studies in the BigQuery. When we are covering the data proc, you will be having a three end-to-end pipelines in the data proc PySpark jobs, end-to-end pipelines. In the data flow also, we will be having three end-to-end pipelines on the data flow Apache Beam jobs. And PubSub is in the streaming job. We will be having batch pipelines. We are going to create a streaming pipelines also, both. And Composer for end-to-end DAX in the Composer. And Databricks, one streaming pipeline, one autoloader, one end-to-end project also. Okay, yes. So this is going to be the detailed course topics that we are going to cover as a part of this course, guys. Okay, you can see here, guys, whatever the things that you know, I have mentioned here each and every topic name which we are going to cover as a part of the sessions. Don't worry about the SQL. I'll tell you what are the topics that you have to learn. Okay, usually basic knowledge in the SQL is required. I'll tell you what topics you must focus on, and don't worry, later point of time when we are covering these basics, I'll tell you which focus. Maybe you sit for 2 to 3 hours, you'll be able to learn the basic knowledge on the SQL. Okay, yes. And when it comes to the course, right, when it comes to the course, so this one, so if you focus on this course, so the course name is, we already know that GCP data engineering, duration will be 3 months, guys, 50 plus hours it will take. And these sessions are going to be live at the same time, guys. The timing is same. Okay, I did not mention the time. The time I am going to mention it here somewhere, guys. The timing is same. The timing is same. I would say, yeah, here it is. 7:30 to 8:30 every day. Okay, usually it will be 7:30 to 8:30 every day. Okay, so this is going to be the timing, guys. 7:30 to 8:30. Maybe now we are extending beyond that. We are right. So, but this is the timing, guys. Okay, yeah, it's not 8 a.m. It is going to be 7:30 to 8:30 from tomorrow onwards. Okay, yes. Now, course is GCP Data Engineering. Duration is 3 months. It is going to take 50 plus hours. Live sessions Monday to Friday, Saturday, Sunday, no sessions. Saturday, Sunday, you will be having assignments. Daily recordings will be shared to you, so don't have to worry about it. If you miss any of the session, you can watch the recording also. I highly suggest you to join the live sessions only. And the resume templates will be shared, and interview questions will also be shared. It is a live session. It is an online live course only, guys. Okay, so this is something. Okay, so this is about the course topics that we are going to cover as a part of this one. Right, cloud basics, programming, GCP data engineering services, projects and case studies. And one more thing that I wanted to tell you, after the course is completed, here I have mentioned one end-to-end project, right? I'm going to remove that. And I'm going to just tell you, I'm going to give you two projects as a complementary. Two projects as a complementary, so that you can go ahead. These projects are end-to-end projects. So these projects around, one project is of healthcare project, one more is traffic data analysis project, traffic project. So one is healthcare project and one more is traffic project. And one project is of 8 hours and this is of 5.5 hours. So this is as a complimentary, guys. So this is a video recording you will be getting, because we are already covering each and everything. This is not required for you to get the job. Whatever we are covering in the course is more than enough. But if you guys wanted to see how a end-to-end projects looks like, right? So that's where, for those people who attend this course, they will understand each and everything in the project. Okay, I'm going to mention that also here. Somewhere here I'll try to mention it. Yeah. Did I not mention it? Did I not save it? Yeah, here it is. It's a complementary, guys. So you will be getting the two end-to-end projects as a complementary. So this is something that these are the two projects that you're getting it. I'm going to share it to you after the course is in the last session. I'm going to talk about these two things, guys. In the last session, I will give you. Okay. Yes. So this is about course curriculum, everyone. The entire course curriculum is here for you to understand. Cloud basics, programming, GCP data engineering services, projects and case studies are covered, course details and two complementary projects. Everything is here. I hope you guys are able to understand. Now, if anyone have any questions on the course curriculum, please raise your hand. Please raise your hand, guys, if you guys have any questions in the course curriculum. For the certifications available in the GCP, for those people who wanted to go for certifications, guys, there are two certifications mainly. One is Associate Cloud Engineer, one more is PD, Professional Data Engineer. Okay, you can go for Professional Data Engineer is the main one. Associate is a simple, very easy to crack it. And one more advantage is that, guys, I did not tell you. So we will be having a detailed course material, whatever we are going to cover. This is an online notebook. I am going to share it with you guys, all the people later. Once you guys enroll for the course, you will have everything here. For example, GCP introduction. So this is where we have a GCP introduction, and we have a interfaces, GCP interfaces here, and we have a console walkthrough, how to create a free tier account, all the steps. GCP locations, so you have all the locations here. GCP IAM and admin, so what is IAM, what is basic roles, predefined roles, custom roles, account creation, installing the SDK, Linux basics. The basic Linux commands are here. And Python, so we are going to have a Python sessions, right? Python chapter 1, chapter 2, chapter 3, chapter 4. Data types, data structures, if elif, for loops, exceptional handling, file input output operation. And GCS, what is Google Cloud Storage, how to create a bucket, the note, as well as you see Cloud Shell interacting with the Google Cloud Storage via commands also, and assignment also. Cloud SQL, what is Cloud SQL, the Cloud SQL architecture and database migration phases, and end-to-end database migration project, and sample data for your practice and assignment also here. Everything will have an assignment, guys. Again, BigQuery, what is BigQuery? BigQuery is architecture, data set for your practice purpose, table types, partitioning and clustering, working with the complex data types, which is very famous. Most of the people does not cover this one. You look at here, working with a JSON array and array with nested place, repeated fields, and all of these, and examples also we have it here. With a sample data set and examples also we have it here. And then nested and repeated fields. Case study, two case studies I've told you, case study 1 and case study 2, and assignment 1 and BigQuery views. The BigQuery is, what is BigQuery view? What is logical views, advantages, materialized view, authorized views, and optimizations. Data proc, what is Hadoop, what is Spark, what is the traditional system, and what are the distributed systems, what is HDFS, MapReduce, and Spark, and what is data proc. And you see a data proc and create a cluster also. And while creating the cluster, what are the challenges that you see, and what is Spark and PySpark, and lab sessions. PySpark lab sessions, you are going to learn everything PySpark in this particular sessions. And after that, the sample data set for practice purpose, case study 1, 2, 3. I told you 3 case studies, case study 1, case study 2, case study 3. Assignments also you have it here. And again, go to the data flow. What is data flow? And create a workbench, lab sessions on the data flow for Apache Beam, sample data set for practice, case study 1, assignment 1, template method of creating the pipeline, case study 2. Again, two case studies, case study 1 and case study 2. What is PubSub, and what is the architecture of the PubSub, and how do we work with PubSub? What is topic and what is subscription, and all of those things. Composer or Airflow. What is Airflow? What is workflow orchestration tool? What is composer architecture? What is DAG? How to create the DAG, cron job format. 4 DAGs I told you: level 1 DAG, level 2 DAG, level 3 DAG, level 4 DAG. I told you 4 DAGs, right? So level 1, level 2, level 3. And there's a level 5 for assignment and implementing the CI/CD with help of the Airflow. We're implementing a CI/CD with help of the Airflow, that is here. So this is again a video recording, guys. Okay. And this is data fusion here, and end-to-end pipeline on the data fusion. Functions, cloud functions. Finally, the Databricks, guys. So in the Databricks introduction, Databricks architecture, free trial account on the GCP, setting up the Databricks workspaces and lab sessions, clusters, notebooks, DB utility commands, Unity catalog, Delta tables, data frames and operations, structured streaming, autoloader, workflow project. Okay, everything. So these are all the things. So you have a detailed material, guys. A comprehensive material will also be provided to you while once you enroll for the course. Okay, so this is all about the GCP data engineering, and we have seen what is data engineering, we have seen what is Google Cloud Platform, we have seen the detailed course curriculum, and I've also told you the course details such as duration, live recordings, and everything. Now, if anyone have any questions, please raise your hand, guys. Okay, just wanted to tell one thing, guys. I forgot to tell you one thing, and that is some people may ask this question. Yes, this question some people may ask you, so I just wanted to cover this point also, guys. I'll try to cover this point. Give me 1 minute. Right, so how can we use this course to get the job is the important thing. Sir, how to get the job from the course? Right, for example, sir, I am enrolling for the course, I am attending the live sessions, I am following your sessions, sir, on a daily basis, I am completing the assignments properly. After 3 months, sir, am I ready for the job? Yes. After 3 months of course, guys, if you follow the sessions properly, you are ready for the job. You can directly prepare your resume, go for an interview. While going for an interview, while preparing your resume, how do you have to manage it, sir? If you ask me, first thing, Whether you say GCP data engineer, big data engineer on GCP, big data specialist on GCP, all these things are same. Second thing, if you are a fresher or experience or anything, don't worry about it. This course is going to be helpful for you to get the job. For example, sir, I'm going to take a typical scenario. Assume that, sir, you have a 5 years of experience. Sir, how to prepare resume? Sir, if I have a 5 years of experience, how to prepare resume, sir, if you ask me? So if you are a 5 years of experience, you have to prepare your resume like last 2 years on the GCP, rest of 3 years on the current experience. Okay. So for example, if you have a 5 years on the GCP, you have to prepare your resume in such a way that last 2 years on the GCP, rest 3 years on the current experience, whatever you have. You can fill it. Prepare the resume like that, go for the interview. Whatever they are going to ask the questions in the interview, we are going to cover the case studies, pipelines, theoretical topics, coding, everything in the course itself. We will be covering. You will be able to tackle those things in the interview. The only thing is that while preparing the resume, you have to prepare the resume like this thing I will also cover it in my end last session also. Okay, at my last session, final session, we will be having about all of these things only. Course detail, oh, sorry, resume assistance, interview questions, how do you have to go, how do you have to prepare for interview. In my final session, I will talk about all of these things. But while you're enrolling for the course, you need to know this particular thing, right? So I'm going to tell you. If you are a 7 years of experience also, you see 2.5 on the GCP, 4.5 on the current day. If you are a 3 years, 1.5 here, 1.5 here. You follow this chart, prepare your resume, go for the interviews. Any experience you are, comes under, you prepare your resume accordingly with the current GCP experience here. Okay. Yes. I'm telling you, plenty of opportunities are there for GCP data engineer. As soon as possible, try to get into the GCP data engineering. Once a market gets saturated, getting the job becomes very difficult in the GCP also, because a lot of people are already started learning the GCP, getting the opportunities already. After 6 months or 8 months, if you again planning to learn GCP, that's where by the time many people will already learn the GCP. Again, the competition keep on increases, right? So that's the important thing you have to focus on. This particular chart will give you some idea that how to prepare the resume. Yeah. Now I'm giving you the time for you to ask the questions, guys. If anyone have any questions, you can please raise your hand, guys. I'm going to go one by one. Okay. And just wanted to tell you finally, so today we are having the demo 1, which we have just completed. Tomorrow we are having the demo 2. Don't miss it, guys. Tomorrow we are having the demo 2. At the same time, guys, I suggest you to join the time at 7:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. So that from tomorrow onwards, the timings are same at 7:30 to 8:30. So join at this time, and we will be talking about a new topic tomorrow, new basic topic, which is very much important. Okay, that's I would say GCP interfaces. I'll talk about GCP intro again and the GCP interfaces. Very, very important basic session that everyone must learn about the GCP introduction and interfaces. So this is something that we are going to cover tomorrow, guys. So this is today we have successfully completed. Tomorrow we are going to have this session. Okay. Yes, don't forget, guys, tomorrow at the same time we will be having the session. Attend the session and please try to don't miss it, guys. We will be covering the important topic tomorrow. Yes. Yes. Now please raise your hand, guys, if anyone have any questions. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yes. Yes. How Yes. So one thing, guys, so don't worry about this thing. One is that in my upcoming sessions, I will tell you how to create a free trial account in the Google Cloud platform. So with the help of this free trial account in the Google Cloud platform, we are going to do all the practice in the GCP only. Okay. We will be doing all the practice in the GCP. So we will be creating a free trial account in the next 2 sessions. Okay. Yep. Not required. No. So, I mean, for that, you will have a basic idea in my notes, like the complementary, but that's not covered in the course. No. No, no, actually sticking to the Databricks. Sorry, sticking to the Google Cloud platform only. Yeah. Yes. 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 Guys, please raise your hand. I'm not sure who is actually talking. I'm not sure who is actually talking. I want you guys to please raise your hand. I'm going to give you the time. For example, Suman. Suman, you have any question, please? Yes, please. Yes, please. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. 1 minute. Hey, I see a question here, guys. Yes. Yes, I got your point. So, if you are learning this GCP data engineering for the first time, see, that's what we learn for everything for the first time only. Yes. So, if you are learning this one, sir, will I be able to learn it properly? And if I go for an interview, they will ask a questions, will I be able to answer them properly or not? I think that could be a question for most of the people. I guess so, right? So, the answer is very much simple. We are spending almost 50 to 55 hours on this GCP data engineering, and we will learn a lot of things here on a daily basis. And 50 to 55 session 50 to 55 hours is a live sessions, and I suggest you put at least half an hour a day. That means around 25 to 30 hours you will be putting an extra effort to practice all of these things. That means around 70 to 80 hours you are going to spend, oh sorry, 80 to 90 hours you are going to spend on this particular course, which is a huge amount of time you are spending, which you can easily able to crack an interview of 30 minutes. Yes or no? Whatever you are learning around 90 hours of time, you should be able to just crack it in a 30 minutes of time. So I think it is possible, and more than 800 people have already proved it. I'm telling you, as I did not tell you so far, more than 800 people already placed in different companies. If you just take thousand GCP data engineers in India, more than 700 plus students, 700 GCP data engineers are my students. I can proudly say that more than 700 GCP data engineers working in India out of 1,000 students are my students only. Okay, so this course have already helped a lot of people to get into the GCP data engineering area. Have a little faith, have a confidence, attend the sessions regularly, be confident on it, and do the practice properly. If you do the practice, I'm telling you, getting the job becomes very easy. Okay, yes. I wanted to tell you one thing, guys. Two sessions are happening at the same time parallelly. If you have any questions, please raise your hand. It becomes usually at a demo sessions, we will have two demo sessions at the same time. Okay, that's what usually happens. So in a regular sessions, all will be combined to a one Zoom session. So that's the reason I want you guys to raise your hand whenever you are asking a question. Please raise your hand. I will give you the time for you to ask the questions. Okay. We will see all the questions and answers solved here only. Then we will wind up the session. Don't worry about it. I'll give you the time for all the people. Yes, Darla. Darlas, you have any question? No. So we are doing all the things in the Google Cloud platform. We are building everything end-to-end pipelines in the Google Cloud platform by integrating multiple services within the Google Cloud platform. That's how the GCP projects usually work in the companies also. Okay. Yes. Yes, Mahinder, you have any question? Yes, please. Okay. You can learn. Yes, yes, you can learn if you are able to plan your documents properly. Yes, you can go for this one. Yes. Many people have already done that. Yes. 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 And yes, Sampath Kumar, you have any question? No, no, we are not conducting any mock interviews, guys. We are not conducting any. But in our final session, I'll tell you how you have to, go for interviews, how much preparation you have to do it, and how to prepare, what kind of a questions in the interview, how to answer such kind of things in a 1 hour session or 1.5 hour session. In the final session, however, we have a demo session, right? We will have a closing session also where I'll talk about all of these things. Okay. Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Hi.
Yes.
Part of this Cloud SQL, are we gonna cover the spanner as well?
So one thing, yes, yes. So two things, guys. Here I see one of the question in the. So one is that under the Cloud SQL, do we cover the spanner? No. Cloud SQL is different, Spanner is different. Cloud SQL is mostly used, but I'll give you some idea of what is Spanner. We already have it in our course. Okay, I used to cover Spanner also, but the thing is that what happened? People are not using it. People are not using it. That's the reason we starting it. But you get some idea about what is Spanner. And coming to the answer for Sampath is that whenever you guys get any question, any doubt, we already have an answer for that. For example, so assume that you're doing some assignment here for the BigQuery or whatever it is. Take anything. So, for example, class assignment here. So, if you're doing this assignment, these are the questions that you will be solving. When you're solving these things, you already have an answer set. But still, if you have any question, any doubt related to anything, you can ask me in the next question, and we will be having a separate group created, guys. We will be having a separate group created for all the enrolled students. Then, whenever you have any question, you can actually ping in the group on that time. So I'll be able to answer it, or other people may be able to answer it. Or you can directly ask me in the next session also, live session. Okay, anything is fine. Yes. And yes, Suman. Suman, you have any question? I'll tell you. I'll tell you. Yes, we already have it. I know. Yes. So I know that people will ask me. So the prerequisite, right? So here we have already mentioned it. In the next session, I'll try to paste here one of the YouTube link. I think usually I just mention. I'll paste here the link. In the group, I will be pasting it, but I'll try to mention it here. Okay. Yeah. I'll do it, guys. Yes. Where you can learn the SQL in a simple way in a very less time. Yes, I'll do that. Anyone have any? Yes, that's great. Anyone have any other questions? Guys, please raise your hand. Let me go to the chat box. 1 minute, guys. Let me go to the chat box and see. I see a lot of things. So I cannot share my number, guys. Please do not ask. I cannot share my number. You have any question, you can ask me here itself. Okay, that's one thing. And second thing, sir, do we have a previous placement records from the previous batches? Many people are already placed, and you go to any of the platforms, you can check it out. If you ask any of the people, sir, any of the GCP data engineer already, and they say my name as a trainer. Okay. Yeah. But I don't actually keep a track of it. Okay. I'll just say, that people have placed it or not, because I don't keep a track of their numbers and all. I'm really sorry for that, but I can try to invite some of the people, right? Sir, can we even though you have any gap, right, sir? Even though I think Padmata's question is that, sir, can we join after 12 years of gap? I have completed my biotech. So if even though you have any years of gap, if you are able to properly manage the documents for the last 2 years or 3 years or 4 years, okay, and then you can just directly go for this course. Okay. So, for example, you have 12 years ago, sir, last 3 years I wanted to put GCP and I go for a GCP data engineering. Yes. So, manage the document properly and attend this course properly, practice it. You will be able to do good in your interviews. Okay. That's how you people manage it. Okay. Yeah. Great. And any other questions I see? Sir, I'm working as a DevOps cloud support. Can I learn the GCP? Yes. I think if you might have already having some basic knowledge in the SQL, yes, this course is going to be very easy for you to understand, because you already have some cloud knowledge and the SQL knowledge, right? Yes, this is going to be very useful for you, Rons M. And yes, I think please include Cloud Run. No, guys, the Cloud Run is not that much important. But actually, I would like to tell you one thing. When I am actually covering the cloud functions, right? So, cloud function, if I wanted to teach you cloud functions, I have to go to the Cloud Run only. Okay. So that means you will understand what is Cloud Run there. Okay. Because earlier cloud functions were separate, but now if I just go to the functions, cloud functions, it is not separate. They actually merged it. So we have to go to the Cloud Run only. When I say cloud functions, you will go to the Cloud Run. We'll understand it here. What is a Cloud Run? I'll talk about it, because we are going to work on this write a function, but I'll tell you what is a Cloud Run also. Yes. Okay, great. I hope I might have answered all of your questions. If anyone have any other questions, you can ask me, guys. Don't forget that tomorrow at the same time at 7:30 to 8:30, guys. 7:30 to 8:30, we will be having a demo session 2, GCP introduction and interfaces. That is going to be our final demo session. Okay, regular sessions will start from Monday. Regular sessions will start from Monday, guys. Monday. Okay, by the time you should all complete your enrollments. Okay, so demo 1 and demo 2 are the free demo sessions, and Monday you will be having a regular sessions. Tomorrow is going to be the demo 2, that is your free demo session, and after that we will be asking for the enrollments. You have to complete the enrollments if you guys wanted to continue further. Okay, yes. Any questions, anyone, before we wind up the session? Please raise your hand. Yes, yes, please. I don't know who is actually talking. Yes, Gopi. Yes, Gopi. Yes, yes. We are going to do it. Huh? We are going to do it, man. So if I wanted to create a pipeline end to end, we need to create all the resources, right? Yes, yes. We will be doing it. Huh. We will do that. Yes. Yes. Yes, at a free account, you will get all of these resources. We can freely create it. We are going to do all of these things in the Google Cloud platform only. I don't know whether I told you clearly or not. Everything, whatever you see, we are creating a free account. We are the owners of that account. We will be doing all the practice. We will create all the end-to-end pipelines. We create this resource. We create that resource. We integrate those resources and we combine it and we create an end-to-end pipeline out of it. So that's something that I'm going to do it in front of you in the live session. You are going to practice the same thing. You complete the assignment also. Okay. That's going to be the sessions. Yes. 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 So guys, for the payment, right? So for if you guys wanted to enroll for the course for the payment, our admin will ping you guys. Please look at the chat boxes. They will, if you have any questions, you can ping them. Okay, their mobile numbers also. I think they might have mentioned it. Okay, please look at the chat box and please copy the phone number and try to ping them. They will help you with any kind of a enrollment. They'll help you with the payment method. They will help you with the recordings and they will help you with the Zoom live access also. Okay, so if you guys wanted to enroll for the course, please look at the chat box. You will be already having the phone numbers. Okay. Yes. Yeah, sure. Thank you guys. Admin, so you already have, while you are enrolling for, I think while you are joining this course, they will already, you might have already have into the group or you are already registered for the course, right? Your members are already saved, so the admins will ping you directly, guys. Don't worry about that. Yes. Any other questions, guys? Anyone? Yes, please. 1 minute, guys. 1 minute. Who was that? Yes, Sanjeev. Sanjeev, yes, please. One thing, guys. So for data modeling nowadays is not that much important, but for sure, what is dimension tables? What is fact tables? How do we create them? So you have everything. Okay, don't worry about that. Okay, I think yes. Huh. Right. Yes, of course. Those things are important, right? Those things are very much important for everyone. What is this one? What is dimension tables? All of these things are basic things will be covered. Yes. Fact tables and all of these schemas, fact tables and yes, yes, of course. For creating the account, sir, is it a credit card is mandatory? No, nowadays you can go for, UPI also. Okay, you can go for UPI also. Yes. UPI, net banking, credit card, any of these things, we can create a free account. Yes. Yes. Yes, Francis. To be honest, I have not worked on harness. Can you just tell me what kind of a tool it is? Oh, okay, CI/CD tool. Okay, so we have a cloud build. Cloud build. Yeah, cloud build will be a CI/CD platform. Yes. No, no, actually, but there is one of the thing where I have used it. I know some people will ask me because we are not a DevOps engineer. Usually that will be taken care by the DevOps engineer. But here I have mentioned for creating a CI/CD, implementing a CI/CD, you can go for cloud build. This is one of the complimentary video I have given here. This is to give you a knowledge because you are not going to create any kind of a CI/CD as a data engineer. Okay. Yes. Yes. All right. So I hope I might have answered all of your questions, guys. Anyone have any questions still? Okay, no worries, sir. We are going to have a session, sir. Hi, Saidhul. May I know your experience as a data engineer or mentor? Are you a full-time mentor? Or you are working in any organ? Right. So, hi, Harika. I told you, right? So I told you guys. So about myself here. I think you might have missed it. This is about me. Actually, this is not 7 years. It is now 9+ years. Yes. So this is about me, guys. I'm also currently working as a solution architect. Okay, I'm a solution architect. I'm also a consultant at Databricks and completed master's degree, more than 9 years of experience, and worked in multiple cloud platforms. Currently, a solution architect, I would say. Yeah, currently working in 2 companies, I would say. Yeah. All right. So this is all about me, guys, for today, and we will see a few more things in the next session. We will meet tomorrow at the same time. Okay, so we are going to talk about this thing, guys. Okay, yeah. Thank you all. Have a great day. Thanks for joining. I hope you guys have learned something today. Thank you all. We will meet tomorrow at the same time. Thank you, guys.